Hello everyone. This is Brian here from Massey's Main Entertainment, and this is a quick review. So I wanted to welcome everyone back for the second video of our series of a quick review, a series where I kind of cover these outside the norm kind of bands and in a fast and furious manner, and kind of give it a grade at the end, and maybe give you some song suggestions that you might want to check out. And hopefully, some of these suggestions will carry over to your musical journey. Maybe it's not your thing, but I figure I'd throw these out there. So today's albums I'll be covering will be the Treasure of Eurovision. I've got Maneskin on board here with their new album Rush, which was released a couple weeks ago. And I also got a hip hop artist from Britain called Slowthai. Very interesting artist from Northampton, England, that I really like as well. His new album is called Ugly. So I'm very excited to talk about each one of these. First up is Maneskin, kind of a return to glam rock here, right? I mean, maybe not a true resurgence of hard rock in any meaningful manner anyway, but glam kind of on the horizon here with Maneskin, and some of the songs are really interesting. Their album Rush may be a digestible substitute for people who like hard rock and glam even, I guess. I admit I like this band because it's kind of approaching hard rock and that glam stuff in a very youthful way. I like how it ties the roots of rock in with these the new ear sound, I guess is what I want to call it for today. Kind of it's really nice is that the guitars in it are not trying to dampen down Damiano David's voice in any way. He has this very Mercury, Freddie Mercury type of a voice, and it's very powerful, and the guitars don't get in the way of that. I think that's what makes this really work. The band is really kind of a mix of Queen and Bowie and maybe that new band Fun that came out like in the early 2010s. I think I really like it. It's enjoyable. Check out the tracks Gossip. I think that features Tom Morello. My favorite track, I think, is The Loneliest. Very cool track. Baby Said and Time Zone are also really good tracks. So check that out for sure. I gave the album an overall 7.75. I thought toward the end, some of the sounds were starting to sound the same, a little bit redundant, but the tracks I liked, the tracks I really liked. So that's the way that kind of works with it, So moving on. Next up, I'm going to talk about that experimental rapper Slowthai and his recent release, Ugly. Kind of a brand new exposure to this guy for me. I really haven't dived into his material a lot. I have him right up there though with like Little Sims as far as British rappers go. I don't know a lot about British hip hop. I know maybe 7 or 8 artists, but I got him right up there with that. Almost a dive into, when you jump right into the album, it's got this really industrial psyche to it that I think is really kind of cool. The sounds are really interesting. Very aggressive track, Yum, kind of leads off everything. But what I enjoyed is how quickly he could change his tone and the music and the lyrics and just give you a whole different feel for it. I know his past material was kind of political or socio-political in some ways. But this one feels like it's a little bit more of a personal album, and I think that's kind of cool. I thought to myself, I felt like it was like if Philip Glass, I don't know if everybody knows who Philip Glass is, but if Philip Glass wanted to do hip hop, this is what it could or should sound like. A combination of minimalistic tones and maybe some acid house fueling and fluidity to it. And I thought it's a very therapeutic journey, but it's very interesting journey, and I enjoyed the album very much. It's something you can get excited about in every track in this, and I feel like every re-listen, I'm going to find something new. So tracks to check out for sure are Selfish, Happy, and my favorite track is this kind of go-go-esque, and when I say go-go-esque, I mean I'm talking about the band Go-Go's. It kind of sounds a little like that. It's called Feel Good. I thought it was really, really good. So after 3 listens, ultimately, I gave the album so far an 8.25, edgy, rhythmic, powerful, and maybe like the song title, the album title a little bit, it's a little ugly at times. And I think it's one of those ones that you got to hear. So that's what I got for this week, guys. Only 2 albums I'm covering, but I thought that would be kind of cool for now. Check me out every week. I'll try to put out one of these every week, at least covering a couple albums. And check out also our series we'll be putting up pretty soon called Is This Album Really That Awful, and Is This Album Really That Bad? It's coming up very soon with my buddies Doc and Rich. So everyone take care out there. Bye-bye.